Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sherena. So in today's video, we have a really easy smoky eye where I show you how to create this look using only two eyeshadows. So if you want to see how to master the smoky eye, then please keep watching. The first thing that we're going to do is just lay down a base for our eyeshadow, and you can go ahead and do that using an eyeshadow primer or a concealer, and this I showed you how to do in my easy eyeshadow video, and if you haven't watched that yet, I'll link it down in the description box. So the reason why we want to prime our eyelid is just so the shadows have something to grip on rather than just our eyelid, and also it's going to make the colors that we put on our eyelid show up a bit more better and just make everything smooth and easier to blend. So I just applied some concealer onto the back of my hand, and I'm just going to apply a light layer to my lid just to even out the skin tone, and again give us a nice base for our eyeshadow. You can leave it sticky or tacky, and that way the eyeshadow will show up a bit more pigmented, but just to be on the safe side, since we are doing a smoky eye today, we do want to set it and just make the blending process a bit easier because we will be working with dark colors. So now we're just going to go ahead and set the concealer with our translucent powder. Told you guys this, before you set your eyelid with translucent powder, you do want to make sure that there's no creases on there. Otherwise the powder will set into those creases and you will be able to see it when you close your eye. So just a light layer of powder. Today's tutorial we will be using two eyeshadows, and the first shade is going to be a transition shade, and it's going to be about 2 shades darker than your normal eyelid color, and I'm going in with this shade here. You're going to need a darker color such as a black eyeshadow, or if you're a beginner I would suggest starting off with a dark brown, but make sure that it is darker than your transition shade, about 2 times darker than your transition shade. I'm going to be going in with this shade here from my Essence Nudie palette, and it's kind of like a dark brown to black kind of shade. So a smoky eye doesn't really mean just like black eyeshadow placed on your eye and then you're going to end up looking like a panda or a raccoon. That's not a good look, right? So a smoky eye can be any color. It can be a blue smoky eye, pink, orange. It doesn't really mean it's just black and brown or any such of those neutral tones. But today we're going to be starting off with an easy one, and that's just like a dark brown shade and a neutral eyeshadow. So the rule with a smoky eye is before we even get started, you're going to need 2 brushes, one to apply the eyeshadow and one to blend out the eyeshadow. So starting at the outer portion of my eye, I'm going to start here, right? So it's at the end of your eye. Usually I tell you guys it's nice to drag the eyeshadow out, that way we elongate our eye, but for this smoky look we want to keep the eyeshadow about here, right? We want to stop the eyeshadow here. We don't take it any further. So I'm going to take some of that transition shadow, and starting at the outer edge, I'm just going to blend into the crease. So a transition color, remember, it's just to help us blend other colors, give us a nice transition of our eyeshadows. So we want to just work that in, and like I told you guys, the best way is to just look down into a mirror and lift your eyebrows, so that way you can actually get to the space. So you want to lift your eyebrows and look down into a mirror, that way we can see what we're doing. So as you can see, I'm just giving myself a light wash of that color. There's nothing too intense, but I'm starting at that outer portion, not taking out any further. You can blend that brown eyeshadow onto your lid. So try not to bring your eyeshadow too far into the inner corner because we still do want to keep that light. So I'm just building up, putting it all over my lid, and it's just a light wash of color. Then we're going to start building on the darker color. Now we're going to move on to the next eye. Again, we're starting at the outer. Bring that color onto your lid as well. Just take a step back, look at your eyeshadow, look at that they're both the same intensity, and then build it up to that so that both eyes are more or less the same. So next we're going to go in with that dark color, and I'm actually going to take it on my finger first, just a little bit, and apply it close to my lash line as possible. The rule with a smoky eye is you want the darkest color or the most blackest intensity to be right at your lash line. Then it fades upwards towards your brush and blending just above that. Because I'm adding the black, but I also don't want to blend out the black that I'm adding because it's just a waste of time. So I'm blending above that and blending it into the transition color so we get a nice fade of the dark to the light. That's the key when doing a smoky eye. We're just going to go ahead and take a blending brush or a pencil brush and apply some of the brown transition shade underneath our eye just to complete and balance out the eye look. Right now the eye is very like top heavy because we have a dark eyeshadow on the top. So we do want to go ahead and balance out the eye by just doing the same with the brown eyeshadow on the bottom lash line. Color along your bottom lash line. We just want to take a black eyeliner. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Black Fever, and you're going to just line your waterline inside. Just a tiny bit just on the outside at the end. And we're going to go ahead and take a pencil brush and just smudge that black liner in. So the next step is to just go ahead and curl our lashes, apply some mascara and false lashes if you want to. Now that I've just popped on some false lashes and I've just kind of applied it. So I've taken a strip lash and I've cut it in pieces, and I will make a video to show you guys how I do this, and it's just an easier way to apply lashes. Go ahead and do a red if you're really bold, but I just like to go ahead and balance out the face. If my eyes are dark, I do tend to go with a nude lip, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So I will be going in with my regular brown eyeliner just to define and contour my lip. In with my Essence lip liner in the shade Nude Painting, and going to apply that all over my lip. quite on the nude side, but then it kind of gives you that like dark eye, really pale lip. But just because everything is quite matte, I'm just going to go ahead and take my Essence Gloss and just add a bit to the center of my lip. With my finger. So that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed watching it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.